how has it affected our care? Without John's place, I probably would be in Milledgeville. I know that Margaret enjoys coming because on weeks that they're closed, like in the holidays, she'll ask me if I need to go to work because she knows if I go to work, then she comes here. She can't verbalize that, but and you ask her where she's going, to the senior center. And what did you do today, and she usually has something to say of what they've done. And but she enjoys coming. She relates to the other participants here, and like she'll say, maybe Mary wasn't here today, or yes, everybody was here. So, but it's been a tremendous help for me because it's a break, and I think every caregiver needs that. If they ever closed, I told Helen she'd just have to come to the house. That just about says it.
Well, I heard someone say one time, she was talking about her mother, and she said, don't bring them kicking and screaming into your world, but to visit with them in theirs. And I think that's what we try to do here, is do things on their level, something that they're comfortable with, and something that can be fulfilling from them and not something that they're forced to do. And you say you're here to volunteer, but really you're getting so much more out of it than what you expect. And it's probably one of the most fulfilling things that I've ever done. Most of the time when they first come, they're a little bit afraid or a little bit withdrawn. But now, the ones that we have now, their personalities have changed so much for the better. And that makes us happy. All of them have very loving, supportive families, and they also can see difference in the attitudes and the way they participate.
And I've really enjoyed it. It is so self-satisfying. I guess I am a caregiver and always has been from my past, but I enjoy it. And they seem to have such a good time, and it's good for the people who are taking care of them. They need a break too. She loves to play solitaire, but nobody can play with her because we don't understand how she's doing it. But she entertains herself doing that, and that's wonderful. And she seems to be really happy. They all do, and they participate, and so it makes it, I've just really enjoyed it. Well, they read scripture, and we read from the upper room. One of them does that, and then we have music, and we have lunch, and we talk. We do projects that they really get into. Helen is really good about that in their projects. And they're entertained all day. And they entertain us too.
I think it's a wonderful program. I think the mission to reach other people, older people, giving them a chance to stretch their horizons mentally, as well as just have fun. It's also a wonderful program to give their caregivers a break. Because when you're caring for someone, particularly someone with some dementia, 24/7, you need a break as much as the person needs a break from you. But the fact that we play games for a mental challenge, we feed them lunch, We have music, which you can hear in the background a little bit. All of this hopefully is a way to stimulate their minds, keep them as active as possible for as long as possible. And to me, that is just a really good thing. Sometimes when you go home at 3 o'clock, you're tired. But the fact that there's just a satisfaction of knowing that today was a good day. I had a good interaction with Margaret or Becky or Mary or PK. I feel like hopefully that those of us who volunteer are touching lives, and that's a very satisfying thought. Maybe we're making a difference, and that feels good.